Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Catherine and this is Raspberry Reads. I am back now in the swing of things after taking a break over the summer, and I've got my autumn reading plans video for you today. I love the autumn. I don't really have a favorite season because I like all of them for different reasons, but if I had to pick one, it would be autumn. Love the good smells, the crunchy leaves, and it's a better, I'm not as sweaty. Let's just say it for what it is. I'm not as sweaty, and there's more time to curl up with a book and, have a nice rainy day with a cup of tea. Fantastic. So I'm looking forward to getting into this reading season. And so on that note, I wanted to share with you 12 books that are on my TBR for the autumn. Will I get to all of them? Who knows? But it's nice to have some goals, right? Many of these books you will have heard me talk about previously. Some I have been working on for a long time and have picked up again. Others I started and then I had to return them on Libby and waited for the loan to come back. So anyways, let's get started. The first book that I am 30% through is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, and I'm really liking this book. It's a very well-known, well-respected book, historical fiction about the Second World War, and it's narrated by Death. Yeah, fantastic writing, really dynamic characters, and it's quite a sad book. I mean, by its nature, but yeah, the author does a really good job of putting all of the mortality and devastation, prejudice of the Second World War into a unique perspective by having Death be the narrator. So yes, I'm really hoping that I can finish this book. It's quite popular in high demand on Libby, so I only have 20 days until I have to return it again. I'm losing my voice. But if I don't manage to finish it, I think this is going to be one that I might actually pick up a physical copy of and finish it that way, because I am enjoying it so much, and it's a book that I could see myself wanting to reread. The second book that I am 50% through maybe is Everyone Knows Your Mother is a Witch by Rivka Galchen. And this is historical fiction. I'm listening to it as an audiobook, and it is set in some part of Germany, but it's set in the 1500s, 1400s, where Germany doesn't exist as it does today. So it's like a principality of Germany anyways. And I believe it's the mother figure is the mother of Johannes Kepler, the mathematician. So that's a cool idea. I can only assume that this is based off of what actually happened, that maybe Johannes Kepler's mother was accused of witchcraft. I'll need to do some digging into that, but it is a cool story, and it actually got me thinking that I tend to read predominantly English-based historical fiction, like set in England, and I don't think I've really come across that many books set in medieval, early modern Germany. So yeah, that's cool and different for me, and I am enjoying the book. It is it's a little bit hard to follow it as an audiobook, probably because I'm tired and falling asleep at night, but it is decent nonetheless. So I'm looking forward to wrapping that up and sharing my final thoughts with you, hopefully in October. You'll be pleased to know that I finally picked up Wilding again by Isabella. I'm only a couple pages further into it, but it's one that I'm determined to finish, and I told myself you are not picking up any other nonfiction until you finish Wilding. So watch this space for my final thoughts on Wilding, hopefully in October. Another book that I am 3/4 of the way through the audiobook and really enjoying is called Environomics by Darshini David. And Environomics is a look at the environmental economics of our day-to-day life, mainly set in the UK. And it's a really cool idea that it's set out from sort of wake up, turn the light switch on, talk about renewable energy sources, go out for lunch, fancy a burger, looking at the carbon footprint of the meat industry, that sort of idea. So I am enjoying that book, and I will wrap it up in October when I finish it. Another book that I am about a third of the way through is Hum by Helen Philipps. And this one came recommended by Jen Campbell. And I am loving this book. It's sci-fi dystopian, and very cool. It's basically like Black Mirror, an episode of Black Mirror, in the sense that the main character has had some surgery to her face so that she is not recognized with AI facial recognition. And it's set in a very similar future to, you know, what some people are living, like for example in China, let's say, in the reality that they live in today, with lots of AI interference in daily life, lots of consumerism, you know, like Amazon, you're being pushed buy. So yeah, it's a very contemplative book in that sense, and I am excited to keep going with that one. At some point in October, I will have a new book club book, but I have no idea what that will be. So I'm looking forward to finding out what our first book of the academic year for 25-26 will be. And then otherwise, some books that I either haven't started or I'm waiting for the loan to come back through are Glorious Exploits by Fadia, Lennon. And I don't know anything about this book. I just put it on my loans list thinking that it sounded cool. So yeah, if you've read Glorious Exploits, did you enjoy it? I'm kind of wanting to go in not knowing too much about it. I also have A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the fourth Sarah J. Maas ACOTAR book. This one's quite a slim book, and I have the sense that it's not one of the most popular ones, but I can't not read it. So that one should come to me hopefully in October, if the loan doesn't take too long. Coming back to me in a few weeks is Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. I must admit I'm not enjoying this one as much as House in the Cerulean Sea. It's Somewhere Beyond the Sea is much darker and more serious in nature, but still a beautiful story and great writing. Otherwise, I've got Gild on my TBR by Raven Kennedy. This is a romantasy series, but I think it's the first audiobook that I've been able to get my hands on for romantasy, so I'm excited to try that one. I've heard good things about the Gild series. Book number 11 that I'd like to get to is The Serviceberry by Robin Wall Kimmerer. So I picked this book up a couple of months ago, and I had the intention of reading it in the autumn, so I'm on track for this one, and it is a slim book, so it won't take me very long to read. Braiding Sweetgrass was a fantastic book about our relationship with nature, and I imagine the Serviceberry will be similar in content. And then the last book is I want to read a book for spooky season, and I put down Dracula, ? But I am open to your suggestions. So if you read atmospheric books where they're sort of set seasonally, and you can think of a book that would be perfect for the autumn Halloween season, or if you read horror, thrillers, that type of thing, I would love your suggestions for a book for me to read in October. So please pop them down below, your favorite spooky season book. And if I get enough suggestions, then I will randomly select one. That'll be a fun game for me. Yeah, so those are my autumn reading plans. I am going to do monthly wrap-ups throughout autumn, so you'll be able to see which books I get to more quickly than leaving it until the end of the year like I did with the summer. What books are you planning on reading for autumn? Let me know in the comments down below. And otherwise, I am quickly losing my voice, so I will let you go, and I hope you're all doing really well, and I'll see you soon in a new video. Take care.